Hey folks, you know why? First day back from work after a week. Yeah, I noticed my life a lot better. Still a little shitty, but better. I haven't smoked. I can't say I've absolutely quit smoking. I'd be lying. I broke down yesterday after the car show. By the time I got home, I forgot to take my Champex in the morning. So by the time I got home, like 3-ish, 4-ish, I had one smoke. And I had one cigarette today. It was a little bit not in a gnarly mood. No, sorry. I ended up having one at work. So I'm kind of breaking down, but at the same time, I haven't gone bought in a pack, and I'm not, like, I haven't smoked since I've been home, which this is usually the times after work where I'm chain smoking. So that's a good sign. So if you guys happen to see yesterday's video, um, it's pretty funny because in the video itself, me driving to the car show. Hold on, I'm gonna pop the door open. Me driving to the car show yesterday. My exact words to you guys were, "I'm only gonna be going as a spectator." And honestly, I was only supposed to be a spectator. I only was gonna go to just show up with the G8 guy that's from Richmond too. Like, we had our own little traveling caravan. I put one video out there, me following them. I think we're already in the Surrey stretch at that part, maybe even Langley. And a lot of the video I was taking was me behind them and stuff. Well, yeah. So get there and kind of see that, yeah, there only didn't look like a hell of a lot of cars there yet. So buddy with the other G8 twisting my arm, he's like, "Fuck man, just enter." Even though I knew I had a lot of shit going on. And I was supposed to be in Ladner, start working on the other place. Well, yeah, my arm got twisted pretty good and I ended up entering number 42. I mean, there was a bunch of guys that ended up entering after. Probably say there was probably at least 60 cars, maybe 70 cars. And then unfortunately, there were some cars that showed up in the last, like, way too late, like pretty much right before judging. Fortunately, I couldn't stick around for judging because, yeah, again, I was pushing the limits and I was only supposed to, like, I showed up there at 9:30, I think, with Buddy. And I was only really supposed to stay till like 12 tops, not even. Like, I was supposed to be freaking back and like heading to Richmond or Ladder by 12 o'clock, but yeah. And it's pretty funny how I was just scrambling, like literally no plans, no. I mean, luckily I did wash my car the night before because I just didn't want to show up with a dirty car, even as a spectator. But get there, because the thing is, as a lot of you guys know, I got a lot of emblems that are the Holden emblems that are slapped all over different parts of my car. Well, it just so happened the one that's on my horn, the Holden logo, that, like, the Pontiac stock logo is right on there in the airbag. Like, it just glitched out on me. So what's supposed to be on my airbag is a Pontiac logo. If you guys look up the G8 steering wheels, previous owner, I guess, got a Holden logo to fit in there. See, I thought it was maybe he actually pried the Pontiac logo out. No. What he did was he put caulking on the Holden logo and stuck it over the Pontiac logo on the steering wheel. Well, last week, I was honking the horn as a jackass in my work parking lot, screwing around with coworkers. And that button popped off. So there was silicone remnants from the Holden logo all over my Pontiac, the pre-existing Pontiac logo So again, when I had no plans of entering and all of a sudden there's me at the last minute, it's too much caulking to even try to attempt to pick off. So what do? Get some masking tape, Uh, Borrowed some masking tape from somebody quickly at the car show. Put it all behind the Holden logo and just stuck it right on the Pontiac logo. And there was multiple times throughout the car show, I'm walking up to my car. I'm like, oh, I could see it. Just the button was. Or I'll use this as an example. So the button was just kind of just popping. You could just see the tape too. So I'm like sitting there just fucking trying to push it back in, hoping the tape holds. Plus, the buddy had talked me into it. Happened to luckily have tire shine on his in the trunk of his car. So quickly, fucking grabbing a bottle, grabbing a chamois, fucking just doing the tires quickly. It like when people were just looking at me, I'm like, yeah, this is as last minute could be. And that's the thing too. A lot of these guys, all these guys that are entering the car, even the buddy with the G8, a lot of these guys, most of these guys are show cars. And if they're not show cars, these are their secondary, thirdary vehicles. Unlike me, my G8's my daily driver. So, again, my engine bay is going to look a lot more dirtier than the average freaking person at that car show. Especially the other buddy with the G8, because, again, he's got a secondary car now. He inherited what was it again? A Buick from his mother. With the turbo in it. I think pretty much same platform as the Chevy Cruises. Like I think you said it was like a 2012 or something. Which yeah, I think my parents' Cruise. It's like I think theirs is 2012, and it's like a what is it? 1.4 or 1.8 turbo in it or something. Decent, but I mean it's no G8. So. Yeah, and then so just to get even hokeyr, I remember I got an RTD2 air freshener I keep in my door holder, so I fucking pull that out, use that as my paperweight holder to hold the car. This shelf. Oh, I don't know where I do. Actually, you guys see the sheet that I have is my thumbnail. Yeah, so I have R2D2 on my dash holding that in place. I kind of feel bad though. I like to be brutally honest. Especially, I got a bag full of decals I've been waiting to use. I mean, I still wouldn't stick them directly on my window. I'd be using masking, but if I actually planned this through, I would have actually had Big Joe's biker rings decal taped onto the window, and I would really, especially because not only is it a car guy, but I would have loved to been able to bring more awareness. But I still have one of Tom's untouched decals too. I would have loved to put each of those kind of just taped up against the window for people to walk by and see. Unfortunately, all my stickers, decals are packed into a bag right now. It's in a box for move. But that is kind of the plan next car show. Again, though, I was just like, I'm not directly stick on, because here's the thing with me with that G8 now. Yeah, I'm going to want an upgrade. After seeing the other dude with the GT version, the V8 model, I definitely want I want a V8 version. The 6, I mean, sure, the 6 is pretty damn quick. Today I had it was hilarious. At 4 Road in Steeston Highway, there's a dyno new, like a 2017 Civic. I could tell the sporty model, the one that they have James Hinchcliffe, the IndyCar driver, driving around in the Honda commercials. That guy tried to race me off the line back at the 5 Road, and that guy could not keep up. All of a sudden, as me and him are rolling the 4 Road, there's what was it? I knew something was up too at these lines, because all of a sudden there's 2 cars in the left lane, but I quickly see this G35 move to the right lane. Meanwhile, now all of a sudden I look, oh, there's some kind of fancy Nissan sports car in the left lane. So of course I knew it. Those guys got off the freaking line. Whippity-doo, because They little did those guys know that my car fucking has some power. They're trying to take off. Not only did I caught them, but there was enough of a gap. I ended up splitting between them, back around, made my way because they were in my way. Like those cars were not there or not, they were in my way. So, and it's just funny because Civic guy is still trying to catch up at this point. It looked pretty. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was ridiculous. I didn't even exactly want any part of it. I just wanted to go make my way. And well, but then again, I wanted to prove with all those guys with their European cars and their race rockets that American muscle wins every freaking time, bitches. So, yeah, just like how it happened when I ended up at the car show yesterday. A little ego got involved. So, yeah, again. Um, what else do I have to fucking say? But yeah, I don't know exactly how. If I know I did see a few people. Actually, like I could tell where the actual like there was probably about 10 main car club guys. I could tell because they had the specialty shirts and stuff for that. And when they were doing the judging, they were walking in like mini packs. And I know I did see a couple of them checking out my car. It was awesome. I even saw a couple guys filling in there because pretty much everybody's given a ballot. You had like 6, 7 classes, plus then there's extra classes at the bottom for the judges to determine. But I mean, I know I didn't win anything. They never called me, buddy, with the G8. But still, it's nice to know that for pretty close to a stock car, it's not exactly stock though. Exhaust is not stock. The air intake is not stock. Plus, also I got the radiator cover, which is nice, especially when you have the Ram air hood scoops on a Pontiac. It just helps just guide that air right to the scoops down to the end. I mean, you really have to be a technical car guy to know what I'm talking about. And I mean, I'm not even the smartest car guy in the world, but I know how a lot of those type of things works. Air intakes and blowers and hood scoops and trying to get the ram air into your engine and stuff. And but also too, you got to be very careful because you got to make sure if you while you're doing all these things, especially air trying to get airwise to your car, that you have the right gas mixture. I mean, now you're talking. Now that's talking science. I can't even. I don't know because I'm not. It's funny though. A guy with the old, what was it, like a 1937 like Pontiac, like kind of like the old like Ford Model T style car. Um, like he pretty much dead on said it. Like cars nowadays, you're not a mechanic. A lot of it's computers, and especially hearing some of the guys with their G8s, it's like, yeah, it was like a lot of the performance upgrades or tweaks. They didn't even really have to do anything crazy or any engine overhauls or parts overhauls. All they did was either use like a Diablo chip thing computer or have a guy that knows what he's doing with a laptop and change up some of those ratios again, the air gas ratios and shit like that. And also like going through the gear settings and all like that. Again, that's way past my grade. Um, but I, I don't know. I might, like I said though, now I'm kind of like, I'm stuck with that. Like, I can't say I'm stuck with the car, but I'm now I got a car that I'm not through. I mean, no, I love the car. Don't get me wrong. I love the car, but I want the upgraded version of that car now. I say like Tom. Tom has the Camaro SS. He doesn't have the LS. He doesn't have the regular Camaro. No, no, his is the SS, and that's kind of like same with the Pontiacs, the GT. That's the SS version of the Pontiacs. I mean, well, yes, there was also the GTX, or no, the GXP, sorry, but that's one was an American exclusive, and they never brought those to Canada. And two, those like my car is a diamond in the rough as it is. The GT, the V8 version, that's a needle in a haystack. Wow, like the GTX is like a fucking unicorn. It's like the female orgasm. It's really almost like a myth. They exist, but they are extremely hard to find because it's got a fucking Corvette engine in it. So, and again, when that version was only released in the States, unlike, say, the GTs in mine, those were North America. But yeah, yeah, GTX would be way out of my like league for many reasons because you can't run regular gas with that setup. You're running freaking 91, and if you have the availability 94, you're gonna want the high octane gas. Number two, the insurance on that is gonna be fucking probably at least $75 more, if not $100 more a month. Would be looking at, and not just like they said that the higher octane gas would be burning more gas. So as somebody that needs a daily driver, that would not be exactly the feasible car. But the GT, the V8 version, I found out gas mileage wise, unless somebody's really fucking tweaked the hell out of the V8 version, it actually does not that bad on gas mileage compared to my car. Mine's a six banger. It's crazy to hear, but I guess I don't know, maybe just the V8 version, it just, with the more power and stuff, it just pulls the car a lot easier with less struggle compared to like the six. I don't know. I know, like, see, with trucks and stuff, that could be the case. You're going to want if you're towing or using it as a work truck all the time, you want the V8s, you want the heavier, I mean, not the heavy, you want the bigger engine for the heavier loads. Just it, it just the engine can handle it better, and it just power wise is, you go and step on, you just ease the throttle, unlike, like, say if you're trying to pull a trailer V6. I mean, a lot of V6s can't even do certain trail runs, but you have to be like just fucking mashing it. So, but then again, when you have, like, say my dad's 97 1500 V8, once it gets to a certain age, though, it starts almost acting like a fucking six banger anyway. So, um, so yeah, I mean, the car show was a lot of fun. If it wasn't a Pontiac car show, like if this was an all, this was a okay, it was a Pontiac car show, but it was welcome for Buicks, it was welcome pretty much all General Motors cars except for Chevy. If this car show allowed Chevys, yeah, not a fucking chance I would have entered. There'd been fucking at least five or six guys with Camaros around the same ages as mine, probably SSs and all that, and it would have just been embarrassing. But hey, there was an old grandpa that fucking entered his Grand Prix. That's like a two, probably about the same year as my car. Probably one of the last few Grand Prix I ever made. But his was GT though. Not bad though. And I'm just kind of rambling. Sorry folks. I've just kind of been a long day. Long weekend. Um Especially when I got home yesterday. Losing those extra hours, I was in scramble mode. But yeah, that's what happens when you let ego get the best of you. But I mean, again, I never had an opportunity ever even attempt to enter any form of a car show before. The Monte Carlo was definitely not a fucking show car, that's for sure. Um, and also too, the Monte, again, any Chevy car shows, there would have been a 1,500 cars that would have just killed it. Yeah. So at least Pontiac, being a Pontiac only show, I had a bit of a fighting chance. So, but that being said, it was kind of hard. It was a pretty impossible battle when what you call it, when the buddy with the GT, his engine bay was a lot cleaner. Like pretty much his engine, all his components, his engine, entire engine just looked clean. It all, and we were driving through some dirty highways too. And also too, he's got special custom plaque that was done up, and it looks awesome. It goes right, it's right on one of the fuse boxes, and it has its like car name, specs, and all that stuff. Uh, this guy, I could tell, even with the wife and kids and family, he's put some money and he's put some effort in that car. I know he's admitted to me though he not a car guy for like he's not a renter. So that's a little bit the difference between me and him. I will wrench on what I can wrench on, as you guys seen in multiple videos of mine, whether the G8 or back when I even had the money. I'm not scared to do a lot of different suspension components or brakes. But as far as any of the electrical work and shit along that nature, no. Well, not completely true. I did change out a MAF sensor on the Monte Carlo, but I mean, that was fucking pretty easy. It was plug and play. Take a couple hex bolts, screws off, unplug it, pop the new one in, hex, plug. But yeah, that's all as far as like say electrical stuff I'll touch on a car. Maybe. Hey, what's going on, Jackie? Jackie 420's in the house. Just finished smoking. Fuck, what was it? I can't even remember the name of it. Fucking Hawaiian something or other right now. I can't even think right now. Anyways, folks, yeah, so that's all I got. So I apologize for lying to you guys yesterday when I said that I was only supposed to be a spectator for the car show. I legitimately only thought I was going to go check the car show out and bounce. I was telling myself I'm not fucking entering. I told myself I'm not entering like fucking 2 weeks ago. So it was literally, yeah, my entry yesterday was, like I say, as last minute could be. Again, when I'm borrowing fucking tires shine from fucking Buddy and doing the tires right there on the spot where I fucking parked. Yeah. Anyways, folks, thanks for stopping in. Jackie 420, big shout out to you. If you guys are big fucking stoners, his channel's the channel to be. Don't forget, folks, that's where I won this nice little rig from Wax Made. It was one of Jackie 420's giveaways. So yeah. Goodbye and good night. Bang!